A Georgia man is part of a historic U.S. Supreme Court delivered ruling for LGBTQ people. The court ruled that employers cannot discriminate against them because of their sexual orientation. One of the plaintiffs in the case is a man from Georgia who says he was fired from his job after his employer discovered he was gay. Reveal investigator Andy Parada talked to him shortly after the justice's decision.
This is an NBC News special report.
Good morning. We have breaking news from the Supreme Court.
A landmark decision from the nation's highest court protecting LGBTQ workers from discrimination.
That it is illegal for workers to be dismissed from a job based on sexual orientation and gender identity.
Hey, guys.
A ruling Gerald Bostock has been waiting to hear for 7 years.
I'm elated, and words cannot fully express the gratitude that I have for the justices, but also for my great legal team, my wonderful family and circle of friends, my partner.
The Atlanta resident filed a lawsuit against Clayton County government in 2013, claiming he was fired from his juvenile court advocacy job when his supervisor discovered he was on a gay softball league.
You know, I lost my livelihood. I lost my source of income. I lost my medical insurance at a time that I was recovering from prostate cancer.
Bostock and 2 others with similar claims in other states sued under Title VII of the 1964 Civil Rights Act, which makes it illegal to fire someone on the basis of sex. A lower court originally ruled that doesn't include sexual orientation. The Trump administration agreed. Today, in a 6-3 vote, the Supreme Court says that's wrong, now prohibiting it as a justification for termination. Sean Young is with Georgia ACLU.
When it comes to employment, the question must always be whether someone can do the job. Today's decision expands the American promise of liberty and justice for all to include LGBTQ people throughout our nation.
There is absolutely no room in this world for discrimination or racism. And I hope this celebration that we're all sharing in today, that it sheds a little bit of light in the dark days that we've had across this country in the past few weeks.
It's important to note that this decision only applies to federal anti-discrimination law and may not apply to small businesses with 15 or fewer employees. Only states or local municipalities can enact additional protections, something Georgia does not have, or what some consider a comprehensive civil rights bill.